Hello everyone, Vincent Teo from HDTV Test here. I'm here with Marek Maciejewski, who is the Product Development Director at TCL Europe, and he insists that we do this interview in the beautiful weather outside rather than indoors. So thanks again, Marek, for agreeing to this interview.
Hi Vincent, nice to see you here in Punta Umbria.
Earlier at your power briefing, the headline product is definitely your mini LED television, which is, I think, called the X10S. Can you give us some specifications of this very exciting set?
This product we will introduce in Europe as 65-inch UHD. The product from your contrast and brightness perspective will have close to 800 local dimming zones. We use mini LED technology, means that for each zone we will have 5 separate LEDs. It let us do very slim design. We in fact use the plate on which we embed LEDs. So behind the screen we have the plate. This plate can be very close to the screen. That's why we can do it 1 centimeter thickness with so many zones. We use blue LEDs and we use QD film. By which on the one side we can achieve 1500 nits peak brightness, and we can also go with up to 100% color volume in DCI-P3.
I'm intrigued to see in your presentation that there is a feature called ultra wide viewing angle or super wide viewing angle. How are you achieving that on a presumably VA type LCD panel?
Yes, we use VA type LCD panel, but the key point to solve viewing angle issues is to generate light behind LCD cell directly. So if you have edge product, so the light is generated below and is reflected and is going through the screen under different angles. In case of mini LED, we have a lot of light sources behind the screen, so light goes generally directly through the screen. So this is the first way we improve viewing angle. The second one is additional film coating we use in the front of the screen to further solve this issue and then to provide wide viewing angle.
Now, when Samsung and Sony use a similar method by applying an optical layer to increase the viewing angle, we noticed a drop in contrast performance. Will that happen on your TCL Mini LED television?
Well, so then we have to balance at the end viewing angle and performance, but with mini LED we have super efficient and super fast solution to drive backlight. So then anyway, if you switch off the backlight, so then still you have infinite contrast. So if you go with some basic low SDR light levels, then I still believe that product will fully meet the specification of Rec 709 and also HDR10.
In your PowerPoint presentation at the IFA Global Press Conference, I also noticed that for the X10S, there will be a 75-inch version, which is 8K. You didn't mention that for the UK region, so in which markets are you planning to sell that television?
This television, it's a worldwide product. We will start from China as our main market, and then later on product will be available also in US and in Europe. But in Europe it might come by end of this year.
And will that have HDMI 2.1 support in terms of all the features, in terms of 4K at 120 Hz, 8K at 60 Hz, in terms of ALLM, what features can buyers expect from that product?
Well, we know that for this product, for 8K, we have to deliver a full HDMI 2.1 specification. We met at CES. I told you at CES that we want to introduce this product as soon as possible because we want to be sure that we meet HDMI 2.1. And this remains as a basis because 8K product have to deliver all these functionalities you mentioned. So this is part of the specification, and we won't release it as long we won't meet it.
Another interesting point that I took from your presentation was that in addition to Dolby Vision, you are starting to support HDR10 Plus dynamic metadata as well. Can you explain your reasoning behind that?
If we look on the best value product, so if you come back to my presentation, in fact, we did the split to streaming product, so product supporting streaming services as we see shift from consumers to streaming, and then the next step is best value for money. So in this area, we want to provide all currently available HDR technologies with our product. So we do HLG, we do HDR10, we do Dolby Vision, we do HDR10 Plus. Why we go this way? Because there are services supporting either Dolby Vision like Netflix, or Amazon is supporting HDR10 Plus. So by providing these two worldwide OTT players, we provide also access to the best picture performance.
And the support for these Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus formats will be available at launch rather than available by firmware update later.
Yes, in both cases. So product where we introduce both Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos and HDR10 Plus is EP68 range. We introduced this range in July, and at launch all technologies will be supported.
Now, the EP68 is very interesting to me because I think you stressed in your presentation that this is going to be delivering extremely good value for money, 55-inch screen for only 699 euros. Can you explain some specifications of this television then?
So from a design standpoint of view, the TV will be bezel-less, so a fully laminated front. It will be also slim metal finishing, with central stand. It was also a request from our trade and from our consumers to deliver more products with central stand. From picture performance point of view, white color gamut is the first step because it's important for Dolby Vision. We will provide global dimming. It will be direct LED global dimming TV set with around 400 nits brightness. It depends. We will cover 50, 55 and 65-inch sizes. And on HDR side, as I said, we cover all currently available and used by content providers or broadcasters technologies, either via OTT, HDMI, DVB. And on audio side, key addition is Atmos 2.0 with full virtualization. So if the sound is delivered with Atmos as AC4 or AC3 plus metadata, so end user will be able to have full dome and then even hear sounds behind. So this is the new story. The last point is experience, where we do it with Android 9. So all products we will introduce will be introduced with Android 9. Later on, we plan updates to future Android versions. And there will be also one accessory available for this product, which is hands-free solution. So mic array, user will be able to buy, connect via USB and use hands-free communication with the TV set. So until now, Android TV products support well digital assistant, but cannot have full control over settings. We solve this issue with our extension, so that user will be able fully communicate with product, change channels, change sources, change settings, whatever. Everything will be also available at launch.
Will the EP68 be an HLED LED TV or will it be a full array local dimming one?
This TV set is direct LED global dimming TV set because at this price point we see this is correct approach. If someone is looking for full array local dimming, so there will be next step in specification, and it will be this X10S product going with mini LED.
Some of my US viewers will be interested to know if HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision will be supported on TCL USA sets as well. Can you comment on that?
Well, for regarding specification of 219 products, you should see with my colleagues from US. They will be happy to answer all your questions. With regards to Dolby Vision, it is supported by current products, and we continue support. And with regards to HDR10 Plus, they will be able to answer all the questions.
I am also very intrigued by the technological product roadmap that you have unveiled at this IFA Global Press Conference. I saw 3 pillars mainly: the printed OLED solution, the quantum dot technology, and also mini LED. We have covered mini LED. Can you let us know where you are with regards to the printed OLED solution?
With printed OLED solution, we currently develop and still see that we need a few years from now to master it and then to be ready for mass production. Our Gen 11 fab, which commenced first line production just recently, is also prepared for QD OLED printing. Our direction is to go with electrically stimulated QLEDs, to use electric field to stimulate light production.
In other words, you are focusing more on the QLED roadmap rather than the printed OLED branch. Am I correct in saying that?
Well, generally, printed QD OLED, so we should call it self-emission screen, because then you have you use electrical field to generate red, green, and blue light, and then the screen is emitting light by itself. But this is just direction for premium high-end products and future TV sets. But honestly, I don't see LCD to be dying because of this and to be replaced, because by using LCD screen together with QD and together with mini LED backlight, we will achieve very good results from the performance point of view. And you said that we fully covered mini LED, but I think this is only starting point for mini LED. On our side, the first step is blue mini LED, but then the next step might be RGB mini LED. The difference is that by going with RGB, we can come very close to Rec 2020 gamut coverage. And today we are all focused on DCI, but we know that the next step is to meet Rec 2020 in a very efficient way.
So again, coming back to that slide where you have printed OLED, you have QLED, you have mini LED. The QLED, you're mainly only talking about QLED quantum dot on glass then, is that correct?
Well, in TCL we started QD from QD tubes, then we moved to QD film, and then QD on glass is the step we look for some products coming late this year and for the next year. There are consent pros related to this technology, as the glass is very strong, very robust, and can help us to create very slim products. But from another side, it's very difficult to propagate light inside the glass, and also it's very challenging to evaporate QD material over the glass. So then this is the direction we go, and it will come sure earlier than QD printed OLED solution, but it's just the direction company is committing to develop and to deliver.
Right. I really want to thank you for your time today, Marek, and we have a better understanding of TCL's product roadmap in terms of television, and certainly I think the mini LED is going to be extremely exciting for me. I think it is going to be the first mini LED TV on the market, if I'm not wrong, unless I missed something somewhere. Thanks a lot for your time, and I really enjoyed speaking to you, and I hope you have a safe journey back to Poland.
Yes. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this interview in a very nice place. And I'm sorry we don't do it in HDR.
That's not a problem. Next time I'll film this in HLG when I actually mastered it. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.